Good morning. It is Thursday, December 30th. So, in this part of the state of Michigan, our season ends January 1st. So, we got today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and that's it for the 2021 season. So, definitely down to the wire. We're out here this next couple days. Our goal is to take ideally two, but hopefully at least one doe. We've got some pretty high doe numbers here, and we're trying to do what we can to help control that. Me and neighbors and a couple other just trying to take some does and hopefully kind of can't really knock the population down, but try to at least keep it in check a little bit. So that's the goal here in the next few days. We have a hot food source right now, at least it was when we were up here a couple weeks ago, on the other side of the farm to my south here. But this morning, I talked in that little video I did the other day, or a couple weeks ago, I talked about keeping those food sources fresh and not busting deer off of them and not over hunting them. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're way on the north end of the farm. We're actually right in that same area where I shot my buck this year. My son shot his buck. We had the pop-up set up basically right underneath this stand. So there was a lot of deer in this area throughout the season. But I don't think there is now. I think I kind of took a swing and a miss here this morning, but we'll see. I was hoping to catch them coming from the food source back along this river and into the bedding, which is kind of on this side of me. But there are zero tracks in here in this snow, at least that I've seen so far. The only set I saw was coyote tracks, so we'll see what happens. That doesn't mean, I know this snow has kind of been sprinkling in over the last few days, so just because they haven't been through here yesterday or the day before doesn't mean they won't be today. But I feel like I may have swung and missed here onto this morning's effort, but I'd rather swing and miss than either pressure that food source or this. We got very light winds today, but they weren't great for what I think is the best morning spot we have, or one of the best morning spots we have right now. They'll be perfect tomorrow, so I'm going to wait and go in there tomorrow. I didn't want to push it today, so kind of took a swing down here, and like I said, I think I may have swung and missed, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. We watched some eagles for a few minutes, and that's been about it this morning. Pretty slow, but we're going to wrap it up. We'll start packing up, head out of here. I got, my whole family, my wife and my kids are up here. We do our New Year's up here every year, so I'll head back to the cabin, get warmed back up, and we'll hang out with them, and I'll check back with you guys this afternoon when we get back out to the deer blind this afternoon, so hopefully we'll have a little more action then. Alright, it is the afternoon now of December 30th. As you can see, I got the orange on. So we brought the gun out. We have late antlerless firearms season here, so we're going to try and take advantage of that. We're sitting on the food source that's been hot for the last month at least, and there's tracks all over. We were looking at them all when we walked out here. There's handful of beds within 10 yards of this blind. There's a little clump of grass, and they're all bedding in there and walking right past the blind, and they're definitely still hitting this field pretty hard, so hopefully they'll show up tonight. We'll see what happens, but we're overlooking this food source. It's an old winter wheat and canola that came up on its own, kind of volunteer after they cut the crop of wheat, and they've been hitting it really hard, so we're overlooking the field and the edge of the woods and a little swale here that they cut through. So it's a pretty good area, pretty good spot. I'd be kind of surprised if we didn't see anything, but hopefully we can see something within range and get it done. I get the night off from running the camera. Jacoby came out with me, so he's handling all the camera duties today. So should be interesting. We'll see how it goes, and hopefully we can get some deer for him to film here pretty soon. We got about 2 hours till dark, give or take, so we'll get settled in and hopefully they'll start filtering out here in about 45 minutes or so. So I have to say that these flowers behind me here are not very deer blind oriented, and I'm sure you noticed them right away when we started filming. We got this building. It used to be a buddy of mine had it set up as like a tiki hut by his pool, and he was throwing it away. So this is the tiki hut turned deer blind, and so as it's tiki blind life, we get these little Hawaiian flowers and stuff. So I always think it's funny when they show up in the background of pictures and whatnot, so figured I would talk about it for a second. Alright, it's about 4:20 or so, 4:25, and we just saw some deer come out in the field next to us, so they're not in range yet, they're kind of hidden by the woods, but we'll see if they feed down far enough, they might end up in trouble, we'll see, but it's a good sign they're out early, so good to see, good to see. Let's see.
Where'd those ones go?
They're still right there. They're just behind that brush to the right. Or not brush, but just blocked by those trees. The one just didn't want the other one standing by him apparently. Or he went away. There's gotta be a little one in front of me.
Of course it does. What did you? Yeah, they're gonna come back to us.
It looks like the third one over is the doe, okay? So the next one out is gonna be a fawn. Oh no, maybe not. That's the doe right there. Yep, that one's a doe. Pretty sure.
Good.
Ready? Here, oh, hold on. The one in the back, okay?
Yeah, I got her.
Ready?
Yep.
Wow, hold on.
They're gonna come right to us.
As soon as I get a shot. Ready?
Yep. Spined her, I think.
No, just high shoulder. On camera.
Wonder where the fourth one is.
Alright, I'd say that worked out pretty well. We had that 4 that were out in that field. 3 of them came through. The first 2 were little. That one looks to be just an average doe for our area, so she gave me the shot, put it on a high shoulder, and looks like it found its mark, and she's down right there. So I'm gonna go walk up to her real quick right now and at least get her back over here to the blind, and maybe even farther. They're pretty easy to drag in the snow, and we're gonna get out of here quickly before this field fills up for the night. So that's what we were trying to do, is take a doe. We're gonna try to get one more this weekend, but we're gonna take her right now and try to get out of here again, like I said, before this fills up, and we'll try to keep the intrusion to a minimum. As you can see, those other 2 deer that were with her didn't want to leave. They came right up to the blind, and they want to be out in this field. So we're gonna go get her, and we'll get her back up here by the blind and try to get out of here. Like I said, we're gonna drag her up and try to get as far away from here as we can as quickly as possible, so that the rest of the deer coming out into this field here won't know the difference. So stay tuned. Like I said, we'll take you with us all weekend. So 1 doe down, and we're going to be looking to do it again in the next couple days here. So stay tuned.